All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Duo Q. I'm your boy Rev,
Mordo here.
and yeah, we're coming back from a little bit of a break, a little bit of a holiday relaxation period, and everything. A lot of stuff going on, not so much in the COD scene, but in regular life. How you been, Mordo?
I've been doing good, just working and I was just itching to watch some COD. It was boring, dude. It
Mm.
sucks coming home and there's just nothing to watch. I feel like a lot of people weren't even streaming as much.
I will say a common theme right now is a lot of people talking about how there should be a lot more professional COD being played. And I'd have to agree
Yes.
to that a lot because I feel like how much these guys make only playing for the viewers to see once, twice, maybe a week is ridiculous, in my opinion. They get paid a lot of money. They used to get paid a lot less to be doing 5Ks, 2Ks all the time, streaming everything. So, as I was saying, they get paid a lot of money to play once, maybe twice a week. I think that's a little ridiculous, especially when they make so much money in the first place. They didn't make that much money back in the day. They used to just grind out those 5Ks, 10Ks, 2Ks even on stream all the time, and that's kind of what we're seeing challengers this year. A lot of big orgs stepped in, Bush, Optic, obviously. Um, Even Falcons have taken a bit of a leap in challengers. I feel like Falcons as a challengers org isn't talked about as much because they were in there last year, but they got two teams. They're actually trying to win. It's not just all Saudis playing. So it's really good. It's really entertaining to watch all those. I've been having a blast watching all the Challenger stuff. I probably have more fun watching the Challenger stuff than I do watching the actual CDL. I'm not gonna lie to you.
A lot more entertaining and there's just a lot more of it, I think. And it's kind of upsetting because if you really watch Challengers and you look at it, it is a lot more entertaining and you get a full day's worth of stuff and especially when teams are scrimming their POV too and stuff. But I wish minus Halo Gamer, it's been a treat to literally just sit there and watch challengers all day.
Yeah.
And I wish we had more CDL matches because, like you said, there's some people making 200 to 400K, and it's like they're playing what a couple matches a year, and it's like, oh, if we lost, we only had a couple chances, and it's like, dude,
Mm.
it shouldn't be like that.
And back to the actual CDL. The elite's going on right now. There's not much to talk about. So we're probably just gonna let that build up over the next couple of weeks and report back in on some challengers information. Obviously, there's still a lot of roster changes going on and shit like that, but just kind of watching the elite as it goes on, and a lot more scrims. Really, they got some pup cups. Obviously, those aren't as important since the elite's going on, but we're gonna lock back into the CDL, and the MPC was just GA'd after one weekend of matches, which is ridiculous. I've been arguing about this with people that I play with, people on my team. Um, the MPC is what a sub should be. Yes, you can three bullet within 10 meters. A sub is supposed to nuke you up close, just like it's supposed to not be able to do shit long range, which it can't.
I'll agree on maps like Colossus. It is absolutely AIDS. With NPC, it's like I don't even want to pull out an AR. But I will also say that map just gotta go. So it's not even like
Yeah, I don't think
other
it's
other than that, I think it's viable on every other map. It's like it has sure.
situational.
It's like Blackheart P1. It's pretty good.
Hmm.
P2 if you're in the hill, or if you're in the hill on any kind of the hills, it's kind of good. But also the way you play that map is like you can just sit on a heady with an AR and keep them from the hill from flooding in. You have an NPC, you're not ripping that guy.
Yeah.
It's like it's a good gun. It's a lot more balanced. The Dravik is kind of still BS. I think it did get nerfed or is
Yep.
getting nerfed,
Yep.
something
The
like
the
that.
M15 and the
So
Dravik just got nerfed yesterday.
so that changes stuff a little bit, which is good. I think the Dravik was kind of a do-it-all gun on a lot of maps.
Yep. Um.
Um, and I think M15 was still a little broken. Uh, I haven't played yet to see what it's kind of like, but I hope just the time to kill is a little bit down. Like
Yeah.
I wish they just made both guns one more bullet to kill. I think the game would play at a much better pace.
Something I would like to say is that we've gone in such an odd direction where people think this is the normal way to play COD. It used to be the AR is slow, stationary, hard to get to spots. You can rip people from long range, but you can't do much close range because it's an AR. And nowadays you got MCWs, stuff like that,
Dude.
M15s that literally move as fast as you do with a sub. They're
But if we,
super snappy, super fast ADS time.
I'll give Cold War credit. The XM4 was a do-it-all gun, and that was the only gun I think that was reasonably justified GA'd.
Yeah,
Because as soon as the crit came in, the game played way better. The pacing felt
exactly.
better, and it was like your ARs weren't just kill horning everybody on the map and challenging a sub like crazy.
I
And
agree.
but like you said, since then the MCW was busted. Other than when it was a 5 bullet kill. When it was a 4 bullet kill, I mean, you literally just slide into someone and hip fire them.
Yep, and that was the same thing with the M15, bro. You move just as fast with
15.
the M15 as you do with the fucking Dravik. The Dravik can nuke from long range. It does the same thing close range. Like it
I
doesn't
should not.
move.
I shouldn't be like running a class where it's like lightweight is like a must-have on the AR, where it's like, oh, okay, this is a must-have because I'm sliding in hills, challenging a sub.
Yeah,
It should be where it's like I don't really need lightweight unless I'm kind of moving a little bit more. I'm a faster AR. Now it's kind of like if you're not fast with your AR, what are you doing? You're kind of selling.
I honestly think to fix pacing issues, they should probably have ARs be unable to run lightweight. I think that would be a good change.
That would be a good change, I think. And I don't even think it's just like a. I know they're trying to like nerf the builds on the M15 or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's like I just think the gun needs a nerf. It should be a one more bullet kill. It
I
should not like kill just as fast as the Dravik. I
yeah.
think that's kind of dumb. And I think the Dravik should be, like I said, it's a do-it-all gun. So it kind of, in some maps you don't really see it, like Scar,
Mm,
you don't really see it out as much. But it's like Colossus, all you see is 3 Draviks on every
yep.
team.
Yep. And we'll get into the first match of this weekend on Friday. Um, you had the Falcons versus G2. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really thought this was gonna go G2's way. I
I thought so
really
too.
thought I thought they would be able to put together one search. I know they're not good at overload, but I thought they'd be able to put together one search at least. They just kind of got outclassed. To be honest, Kremp is moving different. He is going insane right now.
Please get him some help.
Get him some help. Esriel's having a really down year. Sky's obviously not performing very well. Mamba's doing pretty good. I'm liking Mamba so far, but Kremp does need some help because he's the only one just constantly flying. I don't know what happened to Esriel. Obviously, his KD looks good, but he's been playing down a lot. Um, yeah, like they're kind of stuck in this one map win condition on like Colossus, and
It's Crimp losses. It's literally
it's
Crimp go
Crump
kill
losses
everybody.
because he literally drops kill records every time he plays the map. I mean,
And
it's
even then, they're not even like the games are still sometimes close.
he's the
I need to
only
see more
reason they're
from
winning at all.
I need to see more from Skies. Skies is not doing anything on the map, it
No,
seems. Like, I don't think he's on a heady ever. Anytime I watch him, he's sliding and baiting for his hub, and it's like, that tells me right there, it feels like he can't gun nothing. He's
yeah,
like scared. He's lost all confidence in his game. He's not invested
yeah,
anymore, and I don't know what
yeah.
happened.
He's
Skies is
this
one of the best
guy's
players I've ever played against. The year he won champs, when I played against him, it was like, dude, he was unkillable on the map.
dude. Yes, and bro, like I don't know.
But now it's just, it's
It's a
different.
fall off. Same thing with Kenny. We'll hit on later, but it's been rough for Skies, and at this point, they might want to make a change at AR
With
because
the way Crimp is playing, I think you have to. It's kind of not a stick it out kind of thing. It's like this
yeah,
guy's hot, help him out as much as you can. This is Crimp's playing like he wants to win a championship, and it's like I think Crimp could do it, but I don't. The players around him right now, I don't
It
know.
it
Mamba's good,
at this point, we're looking at G2 only getting one win, one series win this entire split. Like it's
which
not
is
acceptable for that team.
crazy with how insane some of the players are.
Yeah.
But it's you're only as good as your weakest link.
And I was really low on the Falcons. I'm still pretty low on the Falcons. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they've gotten lucky with a lot of the matchups they've had. I think they've
I
played good
mean,
against certain teams. Um, but I don't think it's sustainable for them. I just I don't. I don't know how long they're gonna ride out this XNID experiment, especially with Celium making so much damn money. I really
hmm,
expect them like halfway through the season if they don't go top four to drop XNID, put Kismet in at the sub, and then pick up another AR from challengers. To be honest with you, um,
I agree.
yeah,
Um, I see Falcons only getting better as the year goes on because, like you said, if they don't find their footing, they drop XNIT, and any capable AR, I mean, that knows how to play the game. That's all they need. I
yeah,
don't. Obviously, Falcons aren't going to have problems getting kills on the map. It's they just need to play the right way, and right now they hardpoint looks atrocious.
yeah. I mean,
Like I can't even tell what they're going for, what their game plan is. Anytime they spawn into the map,
Snake.
snake,
That's the
snake,
gameplay.
and check out your enemy team, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Their S
So
and D looks solid though.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Bread was doing everything.
They're
Bread.
predator,
Oh, dude.
but they have like this team just has those people that are just like so takeover in S and D. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like when they're takeover, like they can win a map, and it's like you have three takeover S and D players. Like okay, sure, you're gonna probably be good.
Yeah.
Their overload, they seem pretty good. The only thing is, I feel like as time goes on, I think they're gonna get worse in that mode.
Mm.
Because I don't see them getting like progressively better. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
see them like they seem ahead of everybody, but how long can they keep that up?
I agree. The next match we had was Heretics versus Royal Ravens. Safe to say, Royal Ravens picking up Exceed was a fantastic decision on their part.
I just wanted to say all we had to do was drop Slash. I just told him he needed to retire.
Yeah,
And look,
you did say that.
Craze looks a lot more comfortable on the map.
You did say that.
He
Go ahead.
Craze has been way more impactful. I want to say like an MVP player. Before we talked about him not being comfortable, can't really do the things we saw him do last year at EWC, and I think now he's really doing a lot of these things that he kind of is doing whatever he wants on the map, flanking, just getting two pieces, doing whatever he wants, and it's kind of like I guess you can credit to Exceed because I mean I don't know what they did in that camp, but I mean they look good, and Miami was obviously a really good hardpoint team. In my opinion, they're a top four hardpoint team, and Atlanta kind of made them
I think this
look not like
series,
that.
Exceed was getting a little turnt with the snipe map too, was he not? Bro,
Yes, dude.
that guy was cooking in that SMD especially, bro. I mean,
Nah, no, they looked insane.
they looked, yeah,
They
they looked really good. Craze was 11-3 on that S&D. He was popping off. They looked really good. They looked like they played well as a team. I'm not gonna lie. I personally don't think it was all on Slasher. I think it was a difference of opinion gone a little far. I know that Slasher was saying his teammates weren't taking it seriously when he was, and I don't doubt that because these are all young players, and he has his ideal way of playing COD that's won him a lot. Um, and while I think the Royal Ravens are looking a lot better, they're not going to win anything. That's not even close. And Slasher is used to
no.
winning a lot. Not in the past
Let's
few years, obviously,
we put it
but
this way: when Slasher was on a team, a system team with FaZe, they won
yep,
an MW2, and
yep.
they were a strong team that entire year. Like people don't give them credit.
The
Like
best
they
S&D
were a
team in the
good team.
league. Again,
Yeah, they
they
were a
had some
great team
HP
that year.
issues. They had some HP issues like they have for the past
Which
few years.
the HP issues wasn't even on Slasher in that
Nope.
game.
No, they were
Slasher
not.
was good in that game. People don't give
Yep.
him credit, and it's like he got traded out for Draza. I mean, you can't. Draza is one of the hardest
Yeah.
grinding players in the league. You know, it's
Slasher
it is what it is.
also brought a win to LAG when he set the. I mean, that was back to back years. He set the S&D win record for both
Yeah.
teams and got LAG like their only win.
Um, and so yeah, I know people always say Slasher, he's got a system. You got to kind of play around his system.
Yeah.
Dashy, Slasher dropped Dashy. Dashy still gives him credit for like he's a good player that he knows how to win and stuff. You just kind of
Yep.
got to listen. And Dashy says himself he didn't want to listen, and Dashy got dropped. But if you look at and unfortunately the league's not like that anymore. You kind of don't get to pick your team all the time and have exactly what you want. And Slasher was saying that, and I think either his teammates weren't comfortable with the way they wanted to play, or they're new players. They just kind of want to get in there and play, and they're not really listening to what he's saying. And
Hmm.
I kind of understand them. It's kind of hard, and you're a system player, and you kind of want to play a certain way, and people are just kind of not playing that way. It
Yep.
probably kind of tilts you, and you lose passion. And I don't blame him for retiring. Like again, I don't think it's his fault, and I also don't think Carolina Royal Ravens are going to keep up this
Yeah.
momentum.
I
I
don't
think they
either.
started a strong start, still in the honeymoon period. Who knows? They could come after Major One and they can just go and win 0 games.
Yeah,
It's
I agree with you. I don't think they're gonna keep this pace. They do look a lot better, give them credit for that. But yeah, they're not keeping that pace.
Heretics is also another team that it's like unless they're playing against a top four team, they don't look the
Yeah,
greatest.
it's like they're only playing against Optic or a top team. They like don't look good at all for some reason. Super had a stinker series, so
As soon as you see Miami, they go play FaZe or Optic or Thieves, they're gonna all of a sudden be like, "Holy crap! Is this team? Are they them?" And it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team, but
there's something.
they can't play against like I think they try to play down to their opponents or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what it is.
This next series was interesting. Obviously, the next series was FaZe versus Optic.
Not
I
surprised, not
had the
surprised.
personal opinion that Shotzi was just trying to prove a point this series with the MPC. They obviously GA'd it before this day of matches. And FaZe and Optic both agreed to use it to break that GA. I don't think FaZe used it at all, and Shotzi used it 95% of the time. Obviously, the maps that he was using it on wasn't the greatest on that Scar and Den, but I personally believe that he was just trying to prove a point with using that sub because in the next Optic series, you'll see he did not run that at all. He barely ran a sub. He ran an AR most of the time, like a lot of these subs are doing on these AR heavy maps. Um, and they dominated. Obviously, Shotzi had a fucking really bad series with the MPC, taking routes, getting red a lot of the time. Couldn't shoot the gun from range, so he couldn't bail himself out of getting caught by an AR sprinting.
He was getting gunned up close by an AR. He was losing
Yeah,
some unlosables. Like there's some guy he went off plane on like jumped off the wall to challenge a blue box
I watched. Yeah,
and just got ripped. And I was like, dude,
he was
that's
getting
where an
pooped on a little
NPC
bit too.
should win. I think he was a little checked out, but again, I think you're right. He forced the gun because kind of wanted to be like, hey, like this guy's not OP. What are we doing as a league? That
That
doesn't surprise me from Shotzi.
that might sound like a little bit of cope, but Shotzi is not.
It's Shotzi. It's like it does not surprise me. That's what he's doing. It's
That's
100% probably what he's doing.
Yes, I that's just the frame of mind that somebody like him is in. And I had this argument with somebody else, like, you really think he was just throwing a series to prove a point? It's an online fucking series. They're still the number one seed. Yes, I 100% think they were just throwing the online series that meant nothing, doing that because Shotzi is a three-time world champ and just doesn't forget how to play the game. Like we've said
So
multiple
tough.
times at the beginning of the season, when he's running these subs on these maps, 90% of the time, just like Hydra, think he's looking for timings, trying to find his routes. But once it comes to
Yep.
LAN, he's going to be using the AR, the God Gun, in all of the scenarios because it's better in all those scenarios. So, yes, it sounds like Cope, but it's just years of watching how Shotzi plays the game. Um,
MW3, I think, is a prime example.
yeah,
This player, they called Shotzi to be dropped or whatever. He's running the sub on maps where he's running a sub on Invasion, and people are like, "What is he doing?
yeah,
Whatever. What is he doing?" He's playing timings. He's playing what can he win and what can he not.
yeah, exactly.
Come come majors and come champs time, he had an MCW. I swear, all the champs. And even if you look at Hydra MW2, go look at some of his highlights. He had a scar out on some of the AR heavy maps. And he's just
Yep.
frying. And it's like these players play for their timings. They play for how can they maneuver around the map and what is like. You gotta understand what they're thinking about is not what you're thinking about at all.
Hmm.
They're just running routes. They're cutting off players, and they know once they get their timings down, they know exactly where you are 24/7, and they're just gonna kill you over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then where you have someone like Shotzi killing you or Hydra killing you over and over and over again, what are you gonna do when you get to the hill and Scrap or Dash is shooting you and just beaming you? Or Mercules. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, I would be checked out beyond belief.
Yeah. I think this is a throwaway series. The only thing I will say is Draza actually showed up today, which was good.
Yo,
Um, he's trying to keep that roster spot.
I mean, I think you were faded for saying this team was not gonna be amazing. I think, like I said, they're winning 2 majors this year, minimum.
I don't think that's the case at all.
This team will be gross.
I think Gentlemates and Optic clear by a fucking mile.
Gentlemates, I will might put Gentlemates at number 1 team right now.
I probably would too, to be honest with you. They've
'Cause they
been
look
frying.
gross, and from what I've seen from their practice to their game time, they show up on game time. Like,
And while phase, I'm sorry, while LAT is low, especially on like the coaches poll, I think they had him at the 5th team, which is crazy to me. It's just because of one player, and that change is going to happen after Major 1, so I think we can just chalk it up. I think Gentlemates win Major 1. Early prediction, obviously. I think Gentlemates win Major 1.
Optic 3-peat.
You think Optic 3-peat?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's definitely between Optic and Gentlemates for Major 1.
100%.
But I think Gentlemates will pull out Major 1 because Optic, like always, heat up at the end of the year. And I think we'll see sort of the same sort of thing happen. I think this more towards the middle part of the year, but
I'm gonna predict top 4, and this might sound faded. It's gonna be Optic Texas top 2, or like Optic Texas and Paris Gentlemates. They're gonna be top 2. I don't know who's winning yet. FaZe third, and it's gonna be an insane reverse sweep from Optic. Loser finals. Fourth, Vancouver Surge, and it says TJ Halley gets another Sunday. It's an unlucky he gets 3-0'd first game for top 4 by FaZe. And he says, "Gosh darn, we'll get him next time," and he doesn't see a
yeah,
Sunday for the
yeah,
rest of the
that's not
year.
happening. I'm putting
But that's
Toronto above them.
exactly what's happening. I
No,
mean, Toronto's definitely a way better team than them, but come on, let me cope. Instead, we got
I'll put Toronto above them.
we gotta talk about that series later because that was insane.
And then, yeah, your favorite team next, Seattle versus Boston Breach. This was just the dumbest series.
I honestly don't know what to take away from this series. It looked like the first 2 maps, Seattle still had no idea how to play together.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, TJ Halley, as much as I love him, he did not change a thing. All of a sudden, for whatever reason, and this is just third game mode cheese, they're really good at that mode. And sometimes it just happens. You're just really good at a mode for whatever reason, and it's always the third mode. You can be good at that and terrible at the other 2 modes. So I was like, okay, they'll win this. And it was a back and forth game mode, but they won it, and I was like, okay. I had no faith in the reverse sweep. And then all of a sudden they pieced it together mid-series in our team, and I think Boston broke a little bit for sure.
Yeah, they broke. They broke so bad it was rough to watch. That exposure was like, bro, they choked the shit out of that. And they
That's just
broke after that.
unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. After that, there's no regaining. But
it was a pain watching that series.
Gwen again is doing his thing.
He wasn't baiting
That
his
is
whole team.
that is the X factor for this team. I think TJ Halley actually did play very well.
I think Abe was the MVP, like by far. He was
I think that's another X. I think again, it's just yeah, those 3 right there. I mean, that's the core of the team.
Lunars
I
needs to go.
think he has to go. I think right now he doesn't seem like he meshes well with everyone. He seems like a just a weird fit on the team. Like you look and you see the man out of place, it's him every time.
I don't think Lunars is a very good player in general, to be honest with you. In my
I'll say
personal opinion, I think he just baits his whole fucking team the majority of the games. He plays really slow for no reason. He baits his entire team. It's like if Gwen had no gun skill on an AR. Yeah,
people were giving, and it's getting ahead of ourselves, but people were giving Abe crap for the series they played against Optic, but it was like I felt like Abe was alone on an island. The entire series had nobody with
yeah,
him, nobody even trying to play with him, and it's kind of like,
I'd agree with that.
you know, I think, yeah, I think Lunars he's got to go, and I know they're probably not gonna do it till after Major One, but after Major One, I mean, if they bow out last place, I mean, you just got to replace someone. I think really anybody just get someone fast paced, get them in there, and I don't know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say like this person would be good, this person would be good in a team that's really not finding much success as is.
Yeah,
But I think they look significantly better. But it's, I mean, TJ Halley just knows how to play the game
and
compared to someone who just doesn't.
moving on to the next series, our number one team in the game right now, Gentlemates versus C9.
This
Um,
shocked me.
yeah, this was eerily close in the beginning. That Beans ace with the sniper. Oh man,
Insane. Beans was
they
him this series.
yo they they had me after that map too. I was like, wait a minute, but
After map one, when they lost by 1 point, I was like, okay, it's over. And then map two, and I was like, okay, they're fighting.
yeah, I think you just chalk it up to even if some players on this team are playing below standard, Ghosty is still him. Um, there's
It's kind
nothing
of
more you
hard
can really say.
with Gentlemates because it's kind of one of those things where it's like every single one of these players can slay, and
Yeah.
every single one of these players can play the
Well,
game
outside of
to
one,
the
I'd say.
best of. Okay, I know he's talking about Envoy,
Yeah.
but but Envoy can slay, I promise you. But also Envoy, I'm saying this every player because I know Ghosty will do it. I know uh, Sib maybe not so much, but they will all play the objective and play to win the game.
Yeah. I'd agree
And
with that.
so when you have a team like that where everybody's kind of there one goal in mind and it's to win, it's dangerous, dude. It's dangerous. And if you look at it, it may on paper it doesn't look like they're the best team in the game, but I mean they are. And it's if you really dive into it, it makes sense. It's just them being selfless over anyone having an ego, and I think Sib is one of the most ego players I've ever seen. Going into this year, it's kind of like he's not being so egotistical. I know I saw him tweet that he's happy that he can enable his teammates in a way he never thought he
Yeah.
could, and that kind of humbling for him because I think he's kind of looking at it more as like, dang, my teammates are gross. I don't have to kill whore, and I think a lot of his years coming in, especially teaming with Pred,
Yeah.
these
I
guys are just kill whoring.
what I will say is he's done a lot of damage control to his PR. He's not very secretive about the fact that he really wants to play for Optic, and he did some crazy glaze for like I want to be just like Shotzi. He said that on stream. He said I want to be just like Shotzi, bro. Like he's Dylan Attach has helped him boost his image a lot.
I mean, him and Dashi are best friends. You know,
Yeah,
when Dashi retires, that's his best chance. I'm not gonna lie to him.
yeah, I'll
But
agree with that. But it's gonna be like someone like Scrap. I'm not gonna lie.
probably the only thing you'll see is if he retires and Scrap wins champs that year.
Yeah,
Sib can slide in. I'll say though, Sib. I mean, all of them impress me. They're very selfless players. You have players that people, like I said, will look at and be like, they're not selfless. They're selfless. I didn't know how well their personalities would mesh,
hmm
but honestly, it seems like they're all having fun and just literally just doing their thing and
yeah. I love
winning.
this. I love this team. I hate the org. Love the team.
Hate the org, but I love the team too, and it's hard to hate on the team. Envoy is one of my favorite players. I liked Sib when he came out. I hated his ego, but I you gotta respect him. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Dan Ghosty. I hate Dan Ghosty's personality. I think he's kind
Yeah,
of cringe sometimes, and
he's a little whiny.
I think he's a little whiny, and I think that's why he gets dropped from these teams. But at the same time, you can't knock that he's great at the game and he's one of the
Yeah,
best ARs. And I
100%.
think if you really look at it and the stuff he does, he's one of the best ARs the league has ever seen. Um, and it took a little slow start, but like overall things, like the stuff he does on the map, I think he can be a do-it-all AR, and people don't look at it.
I don't like how you
Dude,
said that. He's having one of the best AR seasons, but I don't think he's one of the
now
best
I
ARs we've
don't
ever
know,
seen.
dude. It's also one of the things he's not consistent. You know,
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to call him the best when he's not consistent. I get you because
it,
he's
it,
not scrap level, he's not dashy,
he's having
but at
one
the
of the
same
greatest
time,
AR seasons that I've ever seen, but I don't know if I'd say he's one of the greatest ARs I've ever seen.
I'll give Ghosty credit. Every single season he gets better. He
I'd agree with
pack
that.
punches every season.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that.
He
I
also had a
like this
great
team
season.
actually fits
MW3, he
him.
had a great season. He was one of the best ARs in MW3.
Yeah.
I'd say he was probably a top 5 all year. The way he was
Until
playing the game
like,
was like a top 5 AR. It's just that he didn't have a team. And at the end of the year, they put it together. And I mean,
yeah,
you got to give Ghosty credit. Last year, not so great.
yeah.
I'll agree with that. Last year, he was kind of a weak link. This year, I mean, he's probably what a top 3 AR. Some will argue higher.
Easily, yeah, easily. On to the next series. Obviously, we have another underwhelming series. Yeah. Oof. This was just
Just G2 in game fives, man. Just G2 in the game 5.
yeah. Let's go to the map 4 real quick. Oh wow, look, a kill record from Kremp, and they won by
That should not have been
38.
that close.
No, it shouldn't have been close at all.
The kills he was getting and the way he was working the map and the way he would break a hill by getting 3 or 4. It's like, what are we doing? If he died on the map, his teammates, that's a negative 20 seconds because his teammates were not doing anything.
Bro, oh my. He was everything, and Astriel and Skies again not doing much. Um,
And more so Skies, I literally didn't see Skies on Heady one time that map.
no,
I didn't see him in spots where he should have been. And I see him sliding out for crimp. And it's like, why are you doing that? Like he clearly doesn't need it.
yeah,
It's like you're just being useless right now. Estriel, he's losing some fights. I mean, he's kind of just getting worked around the map.
yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, it's whatever, dude. Crimp's having an insane series. I'll get your time.
What I will say is Nero had his one pop off series. He usually has one a major and then disappears for the rest of the major.
Yeah, that was an insane. How many kills did he have that series?
117,
More than Crimp. And Crimp had
a kill record.
54 in a map.
Yeah,
And it's like, wow. 54 in one map of 5, and Nero still somehow had
what
117.
I will say is Nero's damage that map 4 was almost identical to Kremp with like 15 less kills or like 14 less kills.
Another player that just goes under the radar.
I Nero, I wouldn't say goes under the radar. I think he flies exactly where he should be. He's a mid
I
tier
don't know.
player that pops off sometimes and can never clutch map 5s, which
Dude,
he
how
did this
long?
time. But I mean, his map 5 record, I've been saying this on this podcast for a while now. His map 5 record is terrible. This guy just finds every way to choke a series on every team he's on. He didn't this time. Good for him. But it's
It's
against
because
G2.
they're playing G2. I was like,
Yeah.
what curse was stronger?
Yeah, exactly. The G2 curse
I
or
was
the
like,
Nero curse.
exactly.
It's a little bit of both. And that's why last year was so awful because they had both curses working against them.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't even. I wish I had the stat for what their record was last year, but it was atrocious.
Even on Boston, on MW2, terrible map 5 record. Legion and MW3, terrible map 5 record.
They
I
would
mean,
always
every
weasel
team
their
he's
way. They
on.
would always weasel their way into a map 5. They would win
Yeah,
one map that should not have been won, and it's like, oh my god, you're like, oh, it's going map 5 S&D. Anything can happen. No, no.
yeah.
Not anything.
So we'll chalk this up. Exceed, definitely a good pickup for them. Will it do anything in the long run? No, not at all. And let's move on to this absolute domination of a match, which was Seattle, or Vancouver Surge, sorry, versus Optic Texas. And the Gwyn guys looked bad, obviously, until that overload, but that was just a,
For whatever reason, they're just you have that one mode, dude. It's overload.
yeah.
They know how to play it. Everything else, they just look outclassed. I mean,
They
it's not
looked
even
badly outclassed.
map one. I'm not even gonna be say anything. It was just they couldn't kill Merc. Mercules was literally just killing
Oh yeah,
everybody, and it's like if he's getting three
dude.
pieces just standing out in the middle of the open, prying you, what are you gonna do?
Um, that exposure was pretty ugly, all things considered. For Optic, um, there's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of,
think for how bad Surge was getting just deleted off the map, that I mean they're doing everything they could to
yeah.
stay on the map. Which is another thing is like I see resilience out of the team. They're trying. They just need they kind of just need to put like they kind of know how they want to play now. Kind of just need to put it together and get kills. And like we said earlier, Lunars he just is not good. He can't get kills. So just get someone who can up the pace a little bit and
Yeah.
actually trade out his teammates.
And then look at that. Shotzi pulls out an AR and has the
The-
most kills in the entire series. Everybody's been harping on his hard point performances, but first of all, this
Rightfully
guy's,
so. He was 50th KD in the league.
yeah.
So
First of all, Shotzi is going to be, as he always is, a top 3 S&D player every year. Every year he flies under the radar somehow. People don't realize how good he is at S&D. By this point, it's ridiculous. That smoke play was absolutely insane. Um, he finessed everything. And that's what he's best at, finessing. And S&D, obviously, it, bro, they let him have smokes. I mean, come on. He can just drop those things at his feet, get a piece,
oh
get the hell out of
no.
there and get another two piece right
They should have
after.
learned from MW3 to never let this guy have smokes again. If I'm the rest of the league, I'm GAing him every time.
Yeah.
Just the strats he does with the smoke alone in this game is it's unreal because it's like in pro play you don't really see much of a personal skill gap between players, but just that like his tack usage is insane compared to majority of the players in the league.
100%.
Nobody's
100%.
making plays like that.
I
And if
agree
they
with you.
are, they're not doing it consistently like how he is.
Yeah. I mean, especially with like smokes, you don't really see any crazy plays with smokes. People don't utilize their attacks as well as Shotzi. It's just a skill gap, and it's just like it comes
What can you do?
naturally to him. That's what makes him one of the best S&D players. Like the pace that he thinks at in S&D is unmatchable. Um,
I still think about MW3 where he smoked over on Karachi, like top red,
yeah,
smoked over it onto the bomb for Pred and it defused. And it's like,
yeah,
dude, that's just an insane play just to be in the scenario and be like, okay, I'm gonna throw this and have a lineup for that scenario to even think that you would ever be in this scenario because it's not a common scenario
mm,
to be in that exact moment. It was just crazy.
yeah. And then the map 4 was just domination. Again, Merc played statistically not very well. Didn't matter. Like he just he didn't need to do anything crazy. Everyone was popping off on that map. Hook at one
Hook
point was
was
like 17-4.
yeah.
He
He was
was
piecing, and
slamming
it
them.
wasn't like it was literally like 2 and 3 pieces. He was just walking in.
Yeah, bruh. He actually just
Abe
banging through front P4, just killing the entire team.
Abe at one point was like 1 and 12, I swear, and he was not shooting. Like there's nothing he could do. He was just getting ran down.
Yeah. This series, wash, wash. You saw Optic play at their normal pace. This next series, the last series of the weekend that we will talk about, obviously that we saw. This was an eye opener. People were saying, hold on, I want to get this out of the way. because, like I've said before, when Jamie Insight runs a sub and actually gets turnt, he's a great player. But when he only has an AR out and he's not getting turnt, he's a terrible player. I hate to
He's
say
just
it.
sitting
It's
on
just
a he's just
fact.
sitting on a heady.
He's
He's
just
sitting on an
sitting on a
island.
heady, not moving. And people were saying after the series, drop a Beezy. Bro, Ben J said you want to drop Kenny and a Beezy? Is Ben bro? Obviously, we know he's
Okay.
just dumb, but
I'm not gonna sit here and say Abizi played good. Abizi played
yeah,
terrible. But to sit there and think that Abizi from one bad series, like why not drop Shotzi? Shotzi just got shit on by FaZe.
yeah,
Like you don't give him that crap. Abizi had a one bad series. Like sure, him and Hydra were not playing together at all, but that's not something. It's the what third league match they've had,
yeah.
third or fourth, and it's like, dude, that's not gonna happen all year. It's a month into the game, a little over a month and a half. It's not gonna happen all year. Give them
We're
time. They're gonna figure it out.
we're forgetting this several times at the beginning of this year. I think the first two league matches they played where Abizi was their best player, just by
Agreed.
far. Just especially against FaZe,
Well,
absolutely
I think
slammed.
oh yeah, against FaZe it was a easy. I think Scrap also has just been
I
insane.
yes, Scrap is always insane. I'll never, but Scrap isn't the question here. It's Abizi, and Abizi has been a top player for this team. Hydra's been the one that's underperforming, and we're just gonna take one series after a break and pretend that all that was Abizi? No, bro.
I
Abizi
think it's
has
just it's COD fans. They see the first match after the break. They're like, they've been scrimming this whole time, and it's like you see three maps and you think you know the entire team.
yeah,
I'll say Kenny still playing bad, but at the same time, it's also like he's also kind of in he's just in shitty positions. That's not really his fault.
I think
Like
it's
I
a
saw people
mhm.
people talking about on the overload. I'm not saying hard point. Hard point. I don't know what he needs to do, but he is awful in that mode.
Yes, he's awful, 100% in that mode.
But in the overload, at least, I mean, he's sitting there. He's hitting Dojo by himself, and the ball spawned in front of him, and they run him down and kill him twice, and his teammates were nowhere to be seen.
Bro, that overload was the most corny. Bro, that was the worst overload I ever watched. Roofs, roofs,
Yep.
roofs. Are you what are you doing? Why do you need to? You just got three dead front ball. Why do you
Mhm.
need to wrap it across to roofs?
Don't know, but Abizi and Hydra do seem lost together right now. But who
Yeah,
knows what's going on in the game? To it's whatever. But that's something that
they're all checked out, bro. They're all checked out. They've got Kenny on the team. Fuck
you're not gonna
me.
see that all year. But if you look at the start of the game, the start of the anytime Kenny's getting kills or whatever, the game seems like okay, it's easy. And I'm not gonna say it's just a kill thing because kills to me don't matter, but it's the thing that he's having no presence on the map.
Map
He's
one.
not getting kills. He's in terrible spots, I
Yeah,
think. He's losing unlosables. He's not getting time. He's trying to, I think, outpace himself.
yeah. He did this last year, bro. Literally, like you said at the beginning of the game, Thieves were well ahead and Kenny was even. Like he was good. They were keeping up. And as soon as like that next rotation pops, he just can't buy one. He's getting farmed and you just see Koi pull away. And it's a 3v4 the rest of the game. And it just, bro. Yeah, I agree with you. He is actually just sprinting, like he did last year. He's sprinting for old for like 10 seconds.
Hmm
He's doing dumb shit, and I don't
On
know what it
the
is
dojo
because
hill, he literally ran. There's 10 seconds left. He ran at the guy. 10 seconds left. They have. They're set up for new.
yeah,
He runs at the guy for 10 seconds left. Completely whiffs on the guy. Should have won the gunfight. You see like six bullets miss,
yeah.
and then dies. And it's like, what are you doing? Like that play doesn't need to be made. You're a vet. How long have you been playing for? You've never done this in your career ever. But it's one of those things. It's like you're playing bad. You're mentally checked out. Obviously, his mind isn't on the game.
Yeah.
His mind is on, oh crap, I'm getting shit on. I got to do something.
Yeah,
And
no, his
now
mind
he's
is
starting
I'm
to
getting
sweep.
shit on, but I'm getting married next week.
I don't really care. They can drop me. Like I feel like he doesn't care if he gets dropped.
He
And
needs
it's
to
like when you have
retire.
these players around you, the game should be easy. Scrap is killing everything. I don't care. I'll get in hill. Scrap, go kill
At
everything.
this point, I just feel bad for Scrap because he gets costed all the time for no reason. Bro,
I will say Scrap is a lot better than me. I think Scrap will also just be like, it is what it is. Scrap also kind of he teamed with insight and teams with Kleenex, he knows like, hey, these guys are gross. You can't let them get hot like that. When they get hot like that, they will completely obliterate a top four team.
I think it's.
And the thing is, you're letting them get hot. And Jodas Heaves is another player that's getting hot. This team is getting hot, and they're just frying you.
I think it, bro. The
I
fact
think
that they let Draza slip through their fingers and they picked up Kenny, who got dropped. Like, bro, he
Draza
was
Draza should have been the pickup. I
Draza,
don't care what beef you
bro.
got. It's like, hey, we have the chance to build one of the best teams of all time.
Yeah,
It's like what? Draza and just on paper, that's an insane duo right there.
bro. Just drop Kenny before the major. Pick up Neum. Get your reps in. Play with Neum.
Oh, I still think it's you get Neum. It's not a good time for Neum. You have Kenny or you have Hydra and a BZ. They're not playing well together.
Yeah.
Neum's gonna get scapegoated. Just let them figure out what needs to be figured out, and then be like, okay, yeah, Kenny's 100% the problem. We can't play with
But
them, and then pick up.
you could have said the same thing last year. Said several times last year while Optic were on that losing streak. Just keep Kenny, see what happens. They picked up Hook. They dropped Hook. They picked up Hook. It wasn't anybody else but Kenny making that team poor. You saw it when they dropped Kenny and picked up Skies. They started actually winning series. Oh, look at that. We dropped a guy that couldn't get a kill for a guy that gets some kills. And oh, look what happens. Then you drop Skies for Merc. Oh, this guy's
And Skies,
gross.
Skies really wasn't even that good. It's
No,
kind of
he
doing the same
wasn't.
thing.
He was just
He's
better
getting
than
crapped on.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I think when people say like, "Oh, it's just not a one person thing." There's only four players, bro. If you're constantly 3v4ing, this is what you're going to see. People are going to see you get shit on. They're going to overextend because they feel like they have to do more. They're going to try to play really frantic because they don't know what else to do, and the whole team's going to look like shit besides maybe one person because he's more talented than everybody else in the lobby. But this is
it's hard. You're
exactly what you're going to see when
I'll
you're
say you're playing
3v4ing.
against Toronto Koi. I'll give Scrap the benefit of the doubt. He knows how these guys play. He knows how they play. He's
Yeah,
played with them. Like he's gonna run them down. He knows their tendencies. He's like, it may look like he's just running it down, killing them in their face, but he knows a little bit more, and just in terms of like synergy with these guys and what he can get away with and what he can't.
yeah,
Kenny, right now, he can't get away with anything. Play your life, just be annoying, just get in hill, throw trophies down for your team. It's like you have three of the best slayers of all time.
yeah,
Like of all time, Abizi is widely considered one of the best like submachine gun slayers of all time. Hydra too, and it's like Scrap. There's just like, whatever. You don't have to do anything
bro.
at all, really.
At this point, Kenny's just Doug Sensor Martin, bro. He's just getting baited with an AR, bro.
Honestly, throw Doug in there. Throw Doug
Honestly,
in there. Let's see how
bro.
it goes.
Honestly, bro. He's gonna drop the same exact stats, but he's gonna win maps. I guarantee you, bro. He'd drop the same stat lines and they'd still win more. He might even
Honestly, I think they
perform
win.
less. I think they would win with Doug.
I think Doug would play for the win. Doug's
He
giving
would.
you. He knows his capabilities.
He's
That's all
getting
I'm
shit
saying.
on and he's not tweaking about it. He's not going to blatantly lose his ones like that. He's going to say bait me. He's going to be first on new. Like he's going to be
Okay,
playing really
Doug's got
fundamental.
some good tech usage too. It goes under the
Yeah,
radar.
no, he does.
He's
So
hitting his nades.
yeah, I think this is a where they after Scrap's face in that player cam, yeah, that
Dude.
should have been where you made the decision to drop Kenny. But now you're gonna play out Major One just to go out before Sunday probably, and yeah, have fun with the top eight, bro. Because you don't want to drop Kenny.
And this is a top four team. I think. I don't know that we don't know how practice is going, but I imagine that very well.
Oh, we can only assume the coaches pull Haddam at fifth. I mean, fuck. If you think that, if you think that all these teams are just so far ahead of LAT, a literal super team, then obviously things are not going right in scrims either.
Mhm.
And the thing is I think with Kenny's teams, bro, he's always like frying in scrims. and getting shit on in the actual matches. And he's like, "Oh, we're always frying in scrims. I don't understand what's happening." But if you think people are playing the same when they're trying things in scrims compared to matches, I don't know where your head is at because you've been playing this game way too long to actually believe that that should translate. Like, come on.
Also, just getting in there, and it's definitely a mental block once he gets in the actual match and something doesn't go right. I think
Yeah.
he just tweaks, he shuts down. He just stops playing how he should play, and it's like every single one of his moves is the wrong move. Like you can take a
Hmm.
scenario, and it's like A or B. What should he do here? He's choosing the wrong one every time.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's doing it on purpose. Sometimes it's like, why would you make that play? I don't get it.
On that note, Joe Deceives was playing really well, especially that map too. I'm not gonna lie. That map too, that play where he laid outer dojo or outer bookshelf on dojo.
Got four.
Yeah, he even said he didn't think he was playing that well.
He
Now,
may have baited the bomb carrier, but it's oh well. I'll take that.
so what? He got a
Don't
free
care.
ace, bro. Fuck that, dude. He turned up. What I will say is, just hypothetical here. What if LAT just decided to keep Jodas Eves, Kremp, Nasty, and Ghosty from MW3, carried it on the next year, and then this year? What do you think would have happened? Because I think they would have won one at least last year, and I think they'd win a couple this year.
I think they would have for sure have won one by now. They would have at least gotten to a couple of grand finals. I think kind of like how the Seattle roster was last year. That's
Yeah.
kind of how you would see them in grand finals here and there.
Hmm.
I mean, they played way better at the end of that year than you would have ever imagined. And I think just a couple more years, and we look, each one of those players are players that go to a team and they bring up the team that they're
Yeah.
on,
Like
which is
Nasty went to
crazy.
Surge, they made all the grand finals. I mean, Jodas Eves, in my opinion, he was the best sub in the game last year. To be honest with you.
Toronto, I can see Toronto in a final this year. It wouldn't put it past me. Like they're really, really good. I think Real is a great pickup.
Yeah.
Um, they look solid, and S&D. I mean, you know what? They don't scam.
Mm-mm.
It's Kleenex looks insane with an AR out. God, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be scared to shoot against them. I think if they, it's another one of those teams. It's like if they get hot, it's scary. So come land time, they just heat up one series. You know, it's Toronto. They're playing first series of the day. Let them heat
Mhm.
up. Let them just carry that momentum through a day, and let them just get hot on a major time, and hopefully get a Sunday at least, get a
Yeah.
win or something.
All
I
right.
can see it. This is the only year I can see where maybe a team that you don't think is top four could win. Not
Now
convincingly, but I think they could.
now that we've made it pretty deep into the season, obviously it's still major one, but we're a few months in. I think that Toronto could definitely take a major, to be honest with you. I think if they're gonna do it at all, it has to be with this team. Because we've seen Toronto over multiple years want to sell off their players and stuff like that because they're not doing so well. Um, I think if they want to win, it has to be this year. And I think they have a great opportunity to do so, especially with picking up Real. Joe Deceives
Epic.
playing out of his mind. Kleenex looks great on the flex. And Insight, if he keeps up the pace with flexing, it'll turn out really well for them, in my
I
opinion.
agree. I agree, and he's been just the way they move on the map, but together as a team as well is insane because they're one of the only teams, not the only team, but like if you look at their red dots on the map, they look like a unit going
Yeah.
around the map. Like you see all four of them like in sync with each other moving around the map.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's just one thing about their team that kind of I see more so than the rest, and it's like it's the top four teams, really like top three teams. They kind of get just outclassed in like minor different things. They never really get blown out of the water, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope they keep it up because I mean,
Yeah.
obviously,
So do I.
I like Kleenex.
All right, I think that's where we're gonna close it out for this week. Obviously, this is a little shorter episode coming back from the break and everything. Have more for you guys next weekend. But I'm your boy Rev.
It's Mordo here, guys.
See ya.
Adios.